We're back after a long hiatus. Back to try it out once more, this time using your guys' suggestions. The initial basis of the first time we did it was to just test it out to its extreme, which meant using the 2x magnifier, putting it at 2600 millimeters, and then just seeing how far that could go. We were just taking it to the extreme. It wasn't really meant to, like, I guess, be like a great judgment of how good is the lens overall. It was more about just, what's the stupidest thing I can do with this lens? But anyways, it's time we come back to it. We are going to use your suggestions again, so we're gonna really see now, is this lens actually good? Or is it really just a $200 piece of trash?
And now, presenting
our star of the show today,
the Opteka.
Oh, I probably should turn this around. 1 second. Reintroduce it.
And now, introducing the
star of the
Opteka. He's struggling. He's struggling. The beauty. Let's.
Yeah, shut it. It is back. Better than ever.
No.
And now,
I'm so sad.
the 2x converter, which was this guy we used last time.
Get it out of here.
It's out of here. Get out of here. We still need the Sony adapter though, but we got the rest. We have a couple different ideas that we're gonna do. I don't want to reveal them all right away, but basically there's one, two. There is four. There is 4 different examples that we're going to be testing today based on your guys' suggestions of what you wanted to see us do with it and see if it can actually do good with. And we're not going to be judgmental. We are going to try our best using your suggestions. So, without further ado, let's just get right into the field. All right, so we are currently out in the middle of essentially nowhere. Down this road is a long stretch, which is kind of the goal. Some people who are mentioning saying that we need a sturdier tripod because obviously what we're using would make it shake too much. So I came prepared and I have, I got just the thing. If it shakes on this thing, then I don't know what to say. We are going to be testing out for compression.
Compression. The wide angle is going to make it look like warped and long. Whereas if you shoot it where it fills up the same amount of frame with the telephoto lens, it makes the image look a lot more flat and, you know, compressed to itself. So the car will look, you know, shorter. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I think it's going to be hilarious.
So we got this monstrosity that we're in charge of right now. He's going to go down the road a ways. I don't know how far it's going to be too far.
How we looking, Chase?
Hunter, can you do a little stylish, kind of like park it at like a sort of off angle towards me?
Roger Dodger.
All right, I just had him go at a little bit of an off angle to kind of get some style going here. There we go, look at that.
How's that?
I think that's the best we're gonna get. I think it looks pretty good the way it is though. So there we go.
All right, you're very good. I'm back.
Okay.
So that is the first one that we've done today that we're gonna try out. We have a couple more in mind yet to go. The next one we're gonna be doing was another one mentioned by you guys that you wanted to see. I've actually heard a lot of people saying they wanted to see it. But yeah, without further ado, let's move into the next one.
Ginger 1 to Ronin 2.
Target is in sight. Awaiting green light.
Road 2 to Ginger 1, we have sight line on you and the target. You have green light. If you see a shot,
You take it.
Roger that. Taking shot.
take the shot. All right, so we officially finished the second test that we wanted to do. At the end of this, we're going to look at all the stuff. But for right now, we're going to move on right to the next one. The next one was another one that was suggested by a couple people that, it's a weird suggestion, but you know, I'll humor it. So, you'll see that next year. We just wanted to mention, thank you so much for the awesome feedback from last time. This video wouldn't be possible without it, of course, because you guys are commenting, giving advice, and you know, we're just taking a second shot at it, so keep commenting. Subscribe if you want to see more of it, because we have a lot of ideas of things we want to do. Off the top of our head right now, we have something else in the works that's going to be coming up pretty soon here.
Yeah, no, thanks for, you know, tuning in and watching, you know, the last video and just, you know, showing so much support for it.
It's nice to see that, like, you know, we put a lot of work into the production and stuff. So
even though it was also, like, to us, we're like, yeah, this is just like a goofy little video, but
yeah,
like all of a sudden it just blew up and we were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, we never expected it to do as well as it did.
No.
And
we just did it because we wanted to, you know, and then, you know, this came from it and it's like, oh, cool.
Right.
So
it's kind keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we don't want to anyway, but still, this kind of gives like a little bit of motion to it, so.
Exactly. So. Target is on the move. Target has passed off package, going to ID receiver. There we go. All right, we're finally back and done with everything in terms of recording, and ready to see the results. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we haven't fully seen each other's photos in terms of what they look like. There it is.
Don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but that compression took in a lot more than I was kind of thinking too. This is a very flat image.
I would say that the sharpness is still a little lacking. Even if you look at the rims, I think that's the easiest way to tell that it's really not in focus.
It is. Well, and the front, and the front badge.
Yeah, and I think it's just because this is, again, not great conditions to shoot on with the road. I was literally thinking in my head, like, there's going to be heat ripples, and that's what's going to ruin it. And I think that's the reason why it looks as bad as it does, is because it's over this road, and that causes the heat.
I like it. If, you know, if it was sharper, this would be a really cool picture.
So, time to move on to the next in the sequence. We decided to do some wildlife. And about
wildlife.
All right.
I got two. So,
take a look
this
at both
is
of them.
what this one's going to be.
Okay.
The group of cows.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not that sharp either. I was playing with the sharpness.
I really don't hate it though. Like you can still see.
I do.
You can still see like the hair sprawls on the white.
Yeah,
cow's
but
face.
they're not distinguishable.
It's still a little bit mushy.
Like,
but
hold on. Look at the one on the right.
Well,
Look at his
shade.
derp eyes. He's straight Minecraft cow.
Yeah.
This is the next one.
The next one, I actually, okay, again, I don't hate it.
Yeah, but like this is the most in focus one I have.
I don't know if we ever get the point across fully that it's really hard to focus. It's very sensitive.
Okay, yeah,
I promise when you see us go back and forth where it's like in focus, out of focus, in focus, out of focus, it's just because you're going like
barely moving
this. You went like this, and it's just like, oh, okay, nope.
I guarantee any blurriness in this photo is not because of movement either. My shutter speed was at like 1600.
So the next one we did was the spy scenario, which I think that these also didn't turn out that bad.
No, this
actually looks
good.
Pretty sharp.
Yeah.
I'm actually really impressed with how it turned out.
Like you can see like Luke's man bun.
Yeah, you can see the details in the light pole.
Like I'm saying, like it's kind of blurry.
Another thing to mention is that these ones where we did on the bridge, this was at 650. This the one in the car was at 1300. So it might be.
The focal length.
It very well could be a difference of as you're getting that distance. Is that
It's harder to focus
you
in.
start to see how the focus starts to give up.
Well, same thing with the cows. I wasn't
If you-
fully zoomed in on the cows.
Yeah, I think that you can kind of tell through these pictures, like, if it starts to look worse, it's mainly going to be because you're getting further distance. If you wanted to legitimately use this lens and you wanted it to look good, you're going to need to keep it at 650 because, I mean...
And then here's the moon.
This one was kind of weird because it's grainy.
Yeah.
The big thing to notice is that despite it being grainy, that's one issue, whatever.
Look at how much it fills up the frame.
It fills up the frame very nice. It's still not super sharp.
This looks like somebody like took an orange and like beat it, and so it's like bruised, and that's like where the
you left it out for a week and it started to mold on the side, and you got this.
So
it's again, it's a little bit soft. Can this lens look good? Yeah,
it can look decent. Yeah,
it can look good. I didn't say great.
No.
I said, can it look good? Yes.
I would still lean on the side of decent. This feels very paparazzi to me, more than anything.
Yeah, I think it works that way. Thank you guys for your suggestions. I think it did turn out a lot better this way now, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. You got to see some of the stuff that maybe you wanted to see done with it to see if it maybe is good. And I would say that, yeah, I think that it can work for you for its price. Otherwise, if you actually want to go the extra mile and get one that's sharp.
Yeah, but again, it's $200. It has insane focal length. It's just not the sharpest picture. Let us know though in the comments, you know, what picture did you guys like the most, you know? Or like, did you like our skits that we did?
Yeah, if you enjoy that more of that kind of stuff, let us know, because I think that'd be really interesting to keep doing more of. Subscribe if you haven't, just because there's a lot of stuff coming in the future here.
Follow our Instagrams, and I say that not as a plug, but because our next video is a photo competition. And we need you to vote on our Instagram stories, so we can get, you know, the votes and the scores.
Yes. Yeah, pick out your favorites. We're not going to tell you whose is whose.
No.
So you're just going to have to pick them out. So keep an eye out for that in the near future.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, I guess that's it for now. And we'll see you guys in the future.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.